Good morning and welcome to the channel. We are going to be fixing a squeaky floor in this 100-year-old house. It's pretty much all the upstairs or some loose boards, but this one in particular, if you listen, you can hear the squeak. Over time, the nails, the fasteners they use for these floors become loose, and the friction between either the wood or in this case an iron nail is causing the squeak. So we can fix that with some refinish trim screws. The only difference with these is that they have a really small head, and my impact driver, it comes with the bit you need, so you're all set up pretty quickly. For this screw, as you can see, what's a bit special about it is the head size is a lot smaller. You also want to keep in mind that shank where there's no threads on the screw. That's important, so when you drive it through the floorboard, once it passes into the joist below, it's not going to grab on to the floorboard with that smooth shank. Here I'm making sure there's a joist on that seam. You don't know with old floorboards, so that's a good way of checking is in between the seams. And keeping it about an inch back from every side, I can go ahead and just drive it in. I'm driving it in on a bit of an angle. I find this holds better over the long term than going straight down. And that way I can make sure I grab that joist below. And this is kind of the ideal situation where there is a 2-inch joist below. You can see here just how much movement there is in these boards. This is a somewhat easy fix. Like I showed you before, I was able to make sure I could find the joist because those seams in between the floorboards are so big. You can see how much bounce is in this floorboard too, and because I know that there's a floor joist running that way, I can just carry on that line and know that I'll hit that floor joist. That sucked it down like almost a 1/4 inch. This one had quite the bounce to it. I ended up having to do this whole floor, but this is just the small area that I focused on first. Now, if you're going the full mile and not just fixing a couple squeaks like I did, and you actually want to fill these grout joints, these seams in between the floorboards, this is how you do it. You clean it out is most importantly. Take your time. This is a really time-consuming thing, so I am just doing this small area to show you. Vacuum it up good so there's no loose debris or dirt left. Again, this is quite time-consuming. You can either do this with a knife like I'm doing, or even a flat screwdriver depending on the size of your seam. You can see here I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do with this original floor nail that's holding it in. And I'm choosing to reset it. So I'm using a nail set to reset it. This is the floor filler I'm going to be using. It's called plastic wood. Sorry, it's on the French side. And yeah, it's pretty good stuff. It's just wood fibers that is grind up, and I think it's just the resin in the wood that causes it to dry so fast. But you just apply this, and you have to do it pretty quickly because it does dry out quite fast. You can see I have the lid off. I would actually put the lid back on if I was doing a bigger area because it dries out quickly. You just really squish it, push it into that joint line, and pull it tightly off. And that's kind of what you're left with. Thanks for watching.